This is what I look like when I wake up every morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who participated in the mania of yesterday with the video I posted, thank you, because that was so much fun. I really didn't expect to see any kind of line. And so that made yesterday extremely exciting. But anyway, I am sad to report that last night I started to bleed bright red blood. So I'm just assuming that my normal period is coming. It's a little irregular for me to, or like atypical for me to bleed fresh blood right away like that. But I took my basal body temperature this morning and it plummeted. It dropped like, I think 0.7 of a degree Celsius. It was a sharp drop. So Aunt Flo is either coming today or tomorrow, which I'm totally okay with. Last cycle, we really did not plan on starting to TTC, so it was like it was just a really fun, exciting time. I actually really enjoyed it. Of course, I'm bummed that we didn't succeed, but I also see the value in going on a little bit of a journey with this trying to conceive thing. And yay! Enjoying it for what it's worth. All good things come to those who wait and put the effort in. So that's what we're going to do, right, Macy? Let's see if my daughter wants to say hi. Come here. This little girl inherited bedhead from her mommy. You should see the back of it. She's got like wild curly hair on the back and then straight on the front. Can you say hi? Macy, can you say hey, hey? Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Macy, can you say mama? Mama. 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 Macy, can you say mama? Can you say tita? Mama. Tita. Tita. I think she speaks more Swedish than English. Can I have a kiss? My mommy heart. Where's mommy's nose? Oh, that's my earring. Where's mommy's nose? Okay. Jewelry. Anyway, where was I? Right, so yeah, someone had said, oh, maybe that was like a chemical pregnancy, but I really think that those lines I was seeing after looking at the tests for like the entire rest of the day, they didn't seem to have color. Or at least it didn't seem to have consistent color. It seemed more of a shadow. So I truly believe that it was just an indent line on those tests and that I was never pregnant and it wasn't a chemical pregnancy and things like that. But I am genuinely not bummed. I mean, of course it's a little disappointing, but I think that it would have been a little too early in a perfect world for us to have conceived this past cycle. So I'm very much looking forward to the journey of continuing my trying to conceive path. And we're gonna give it a legitimate go this month. So I thought I would start my period hasn't actually started yet, but for all intents and purposes, it should come today. So I'm gonna just treat this as cycle day one. And I wanted to go over all of the things that I am currently taking, just so I can remind myself, and talk about some nutrition things that I'm doing. And if any of you watch this and have any other recommendations, let me know, because I really enjoy this side of the trying to conceive process, the whole nutrition, proper diet type of thing. Can I put you down? Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Mwah. So, first and foremost, and I have gone over almost all of these in previous videos, but just briefly I'll go over them again. my favorite prenatals of all time, which I haven't stopped taking since I was trying to conceive for my toddler. Garden of Life, Vitamin Code, they're the best. So I'm taking 3 of those a day, which is just the normal dose. And then I've got my Nordic Naturals Prenatal DHA. And this is 2 a day. And I've got 1 of these vitamin Ds, which I think vitamin D actually is an important fertility supplement, and I'm sure I get a lot in my prenatals, but I live in the North Pole, so I take 1 of these every day anyway because I don't get much sun exposure. What else do I got here? I have been taking L-Arginine. I take 1 of these a day, and it's 500 milligrams of free-form L-Arginine. I don't eat much meat, and I actually was taking these to see if it might help support my uterine health, because my periods used to be very, very light, and they still are. I think they've gotten a little bit heavier. Like my 1 day of legitimate bleeding is now like a good medium flow, but I still only have like 2 or 3 days of bleeding. So sometimes I wonder if that means my uterine lining isn't the best, but I figure a little bit of support can't hurt. And L-Arginine is naturally occurring in just our regular diet, so I don't think this is adding anything weird to my regimen, maybe just supplying a little bit of extra oomph if my body wants to use it. So I've been taking 1 of these daily. So my favorite probiotics, which were the Renew Life Ultimate Flora 50 billion count, I ran out of those. And so I need to think about whether I want to start importing them. They're extremely expensive. But I've been taking that brand of probiotic for the longest time, and I trust it. And I hate that I don't have any of it on hand. I did some research, and this Mother's Select brand was like highly recommended on all kinds of TTC articles, so I got it. But I mean, it's only a 10 billion count probiotic, and there's only like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strains, and none of them are Rhamnosus or Reuteri. So I'm gonna have to get a new probiotic, but for all intents and purposes, this is the new probiotic I'm taking. I take 1 of these a day. Next, I've got my red raspberry leaf and my evening primrose oil. I stopped taking this for a couple cycles because I thought my husband and I were gonna wait to TTC until April, and I just figured this was one of the ones I knew I didn't need to take consistently. Like, it's not going to do anything for egg quality or whatever. I just felt like it was a waste to take it if we weren't going to be TTCing. But I'm going to start it again. I take 2 of these a day, so a total dosage of 2,000 milligrams a day. And then I read online that you should stop taking these after you ovulate because there might be a chance that evening primrose oil can cause like uterine contractions or whatever. So just to be on the safe side, I'm only taking these up until ovulation. Same with red raspberry leaf, only taking these up until ovulation. This, I believe, red raspberry leaf has had the most remarkable impact on my PMS. In very, very early videos that I've posted, I have mentioned that I developed a case of postpartum PMDD after I had my daughter. It was epic. It was the most horrible, severe PMS situation I've ever experienced in my life, and it would last for weeks and weeks. But since I started red raspberry leaf, it is gone. I don't have it anymore. I don't even get regular PMS anymore, which is wonderful. So I highly recommend red raspberry leaf. It also has a lot of fertility benefits, like you probably know. But this is a new supplement because I ran out of my old one, and this one I take 2 a day. Yes, my love. You want to come up here? Come here. She's obsessed with socks right now. Let's see. So each one of these pills, right. So the dose, let's see. They say this is the equivalent to 750 milligrams of red raspberry leaf, but 2 pills is only 375 milligrams of red raspberry leaf extract, but then they say that's the equivalent of 1,500 milligrams of fresh leaf. I don't know, but that's how much I'm taking. I'm taking 2 of these, 375 milligrams of red raspberry leaf extract, whatever. Next, I've got Ubiquinol, which is the one supplement that I'm most keen on, other than just my prenatals. Okay. Okay. And I take these for egg quality. I have read so much from fertility websites, fertility doctors, OBs. This is the bioavailable form of CoQ10. And as you get older, your body doesn't really metabolize CoQ10, which is also known as ubiquinone, as well. So really you just want to get Ubiquinol because this is completely bioavailable. This goes straight to your cells. It does not require any kind of conversion in your body. I take 400 milligrams a day. These are 300 milligram caplets, and these are 100 milligram, and I just, take one in the morning, one at night. Oh, yes. Here you go. You're welcome. And that's it on the supplement end of things. In terms of food, I have been eating certain foods on a daily basis. I make sure to have at least 1 banana a day. I eat a whole avocado every day. I eat half a pomegranate every day. I always have a handful of walnuts every day. And in my morning oatmeal, I always sprinkle 3 tablespoons of a mixture of ground flaxseed and chia seed. I take those foods though because they're really high in various vitamins and nutrients and whatnot, and then I eat a raw clove of garlic every day. I actually love it. I put it on a knäckebröd, that's what we call it here, but it's in the States. It's a Swedish brand, Wasa. It's just like these really hard fiber crackers. They're high in fiber and protein, and they're delicious if you spread just like a little bit of butter, a couple slices of cheese, or I put my avocado on it with some olive oil, garlic salt, and lemon juice. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, I put the raw garlic onto one of these and a couple slabs of cheese and a little bit of butter, and I have that every night. And I also eat raw ginger. Same way, I just put it on one of these with a little bit of cheese, and I have it with breakfast. The garlic has a crap ton of fertility benefits. Namely, it supremely increases your egg white cervical mucus, which is the fertile CM that helps with conception. So yeah, between the garlic and the evening primrose oil, I've seen a 9 million times increase of the amount of cervical fluid I produce, fertile cervical fluid, which is awesome. Oh, okay, I haven't bought this yet, but I'm going to. Grapeseed extract. It's really expensive, at least the one that I've picked out on Amazon, but there's a ton of health benefits to it. There's also a lot of fertility benefits to it in terms of egg quality and increased blood flow, circulation, whatever, to your uterus. But it's also supposed to be really, really, really good for men's sperm health. So I think I'm gonna buckle down and buy a bottle and just share it with my husband. I know that, it takes, 70 days for anything that the man takes to actually affect the sperm. So what he takes now will affect his sperm that comes out in 70 days, I think. So it's not gonna be like an immediate thing, but I think I'm gonna get a bottle or 2 and just start him and I on it because it can't hurt. So yeah, that's what we're doing, but I haven't done grapeseed extract yet, so stay tuned for that. I might wait until next cycle. But for now, that's what I'm doing. I am working out every day. 5 days a week I go to the gym. 7 days a week, 6 to 7 days a week, I walk our dogs for a 5K. We have a Pomeranian who's extremely obese right now. She's like 5 kilo and she's supposed to only weigh 3 kilo, I think. So, she's like 50% of her body weight overweight. So we've been walking every day, and, exercise has so many benefits to the body. So I'm just kind of like trying to focus on that, de-stress, long baths every day, So yeah, that is the beginning of this cycle. Cycle 2, or our first legitimate cycle 1 of trying. We're gonna do the whole every other day baby dance thing. Then once I get my positive OPK, we're going to try to get it done every day for 3 days. And then I will be in a for reals, hopeful 2-week wait. And we'll see what happens. Oh, one other thing. I have stopped drinking coffee. And instead, and also black tea, which I was obsessed with. Oh, great, my toddler is in the fridge. Wonderful. And I'm only drinking organic green tea now. So that's another like thing that I'm changing up. Oh, good, now she's learned how to open up the milk. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, now she's trying to drink. I'm the worst mom ever. Here I am YouTubing and my daughter wants milk and is trying to like get it for herself. Anyway, yeah, green tea. So that's what I'm doing also. So that's that. Sorry this is a long video. Sorry that my kitchen is a mess. And hopefully I will be back on here in a couple weeks to have good news about our 2-week wait. Hopes and dreams. Okay, bye guys.